day. I hope you're doing amazing. We're back with writing on Echoes of the Cosmic Veil. Real quick, I want to get chat up. I hope you guys are all kicking butt in your own personal lives and doing amazing. It is 5 a.m., so I am pseudo awake. I do have coffee. I hope you all have coffee too. It does look like we have a stream, which is a very good sign, so that, we can take that. Okay, and we are successfully having a stream. So we are at chapter freaking 18. Can you believe this crap? We are booking through this. So the next 2 to 3 weeks, this book is done. There's a chance I reorganize it a little because we have some light chapters that I realize are pretty freaking light, like chapter 17 and 18. Do we want to just combine them into a single actual zone? I'm not actually sure. I did decide to probably spice up Zach's death a little bit. I haven't went back and yet touched that, but I kind of do think that we need to be a little more destructive. I also realized that we have trolls on the space station, and then I literally left bodies and stuff. I feel the trolls would have literally mangled or gnawed upon the bodies. So I'll probably fix that too, because I was thinking about it. I really bugged me a little bit that there were still two dudes at the control console from when they had been taken out. I don't really think those bodies would still be there. Maybe some remnants and stuff like that. And so that part where they're going through the space station, I'm going to probably change some of the details there, just to be more congruent with what in my mind would actually happen. Yeah, that's about it on that front. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't like it. Okay, now we're back to normal. I like it when we have to use our roller button to move the thing up and down, not the mouse. Okay, now let's go. As we sat, catching our breath, a crew member came to let Akio know we were being contacted by one of the Vamertech corporate ships. I instantly knew this was who Amelia had said would betray us. Akio acknowledged the crew member, saying I'll be right there, then told Mia to take Amelia to the medical bay to check her out. I walked over to check on my friends. Sarah made sure not even to look my way, which I understood. She had already made it perfectly clear she blamed me, as well as herself, for Zach's death. Toby seemed to still be in a state of shock from what had occurred. Brandon stood up, saying, Sam, let's talk. Let's take a walk and give them some... I'm sorry, guys. Sam, let's take a walk and give them some space for a moment. For a second, I was angry. Zach had also been my friend. I in no way would have ever wanted anyone to get hurt. But Brandon was right. Sarah needed some time, and me being there was not helping. As we walked away from everyone down the ship's corridor, Brandon said, Look, Sam, it really is not your fault that this happened. I don't know if I'm wanting to leave that like that. It really is not your fault that this happened. Let's go. It's really... I'm not sure if I'm going to mess with it and improve it or screw it up. And that's my worry, right? Look, Sam, it's really not your fault that this happened. Let's leave it simple. When you take risks, sometimes you pay the price. And we all chose to take the risk in coming. That's a comma for sure. Sarah is just in pain, and having someone to blame for what happened is easier than just accepting that sometimes bad stuff just happens. I knew Brandon was right, but still I wondered what I could have done differently. Brandon walked me back to the quarters area, where he let me know he was going to get cleaned up and try to get some sleep, suggesting that I should probably do the same. Uh, should I have him probably warn them here? You know what? Let's leave it out. He's not going to warn them right here. I'm not sure what I did later because I don't remember. It's the last time we revisited the chapters in this zone was a while ago. And so let's move through like this, right? I went into my quarters and got a quick shower, then did a little bliss, hoping it would get my mind off what had happened. It seemed apparent now that the AI had used some of the nanites to create a detox system, keeping me from experiencing any of the effects of the bliss. Unable to get my mind off of everything, I decided to head to the ship's galley and get some food. As I left my quarters, Kiara was standing there with a look of concern. Sam, I was worried about you. Are you okay? She asked. The truth is, I was not sure and had no idea what to tell her. She must have sensed as much because I could feel her mind trying to calm me. Then she simply said, "Let's go get some food, and you can take a moment to gather yourself." The galley was empty except for a couple of crew members. This allowed me to sit, eating my food in contemplation over what Amelia had said. I worried, was it real? Were we going to get betrayed? It was clear Kiara had read my thoughts from the look of concern on her face. Sam, I'm not sure what all you've been shown, but if you think we're going to be betrayed, we need to be on, let's comment in there, we need to be on guard. Kara said, as I sat thinking about everything for a moment, finishing my meal before speaking. I'm not completely sure Amelia said a ship was coming and it would betray us. I'm not completely sure what to believe, because that makes it sound like I'm not sure what she said, right? Okay. I'm not completely sure what to believe. Amelia said a ship was coming and it would betray us. It seemed real. Kiara stood up from the table saying, Sam, I'm going to go and see if I can find anything out. You need to get some rest and try to figure out what to do if it turns out to be true. As she left the galley, I got up and headed back to my quarters. As I sat on my bed, I could not sleep though. I just sat wondering what Amelia meant when she said she would unlock what I was seeking. I thought I might find some answers in the AI. Maybe one of Eric's memories would help me Maybe one of Eric's memories would help me to understand. I don't like how I wrote this. I thought I might find some answers within the AI. Okay, I'm going to change that to hopefully. Okay, let's see if this sounds better. I thought I might find some answers within the AI. Hopefully, one of Eric's memories would help me to understand. I closed my eyes and began to delve deeper into the AI, but this time it was different, as if I had drifted into a deep dreamlike state. Why did I break there? Oh, because we have a giant ass thing. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. In the final thing, unless I really change these two and add to them, this is likely to become one chapter. So we might have this down to where we're at 26 chapters in final form. I'm not really sure yet. I'll look back over this later today. I'm not a million percent on what we have here. For sure, I'm touching up Zach's death in the previous where we board the thing section and doing some better details inside the space station or the deep space mining station than we have. Because I thought that the deep space mining station part was a little sloppy. I should have actually had all the bodies torn up and devoured. There's space trolls in the frickin' place. And so it made no sense to have bodies still laying around, right? And so I will fix that crap. I'm hoping you guys have a great day. We are whizzing through this book. I want to let you guys know I very much appreciate y'all just showing up, hanging out every morning. In a few minutes, of course, or a little bit, I'll be back with Call of Dragons. I'll do some casual play, we'll visit. Outside of that, you guys have a great day. Peace and very best wishes.